they are directly affecting to microflora and the aquatic uh, resources. So all these we have screened that the plants are accumulating different metal after conversion of these pollutants in their body for the growth and remediation process. And very interesting finding we could report. Actually, very interesting point is here that as the animal cell has a adaptive mechanism for its survival of the toxic material inside the body. Similar pattern, plant also show some the defensive mechanism or accumulation of the toxic material inside their cell. This is the scene how the metal after entering inside the plant. If the metal is entering inside the plant, there is generation of the multivacuole for the accumulation of the metal at the safe place. And the metal, like a Golgi complex in our animal cell, that there is also generation of such type of structure, and this vacuole, multivacuole gradually comes towards the cell wall, and these are the actually dark spots are the granules, metal granules, what I reported first time in the plant, how the plant is showing accumulation potential or defensive mechanism growing at the polluted site heavily loaded with the heavy metal. So this is the cellular structure through the electron microscopy. And you can see different plant again how the metal is being deposited. Metal is being deposited. This is the scene inside the even nucleolus. And once the inside the plant any heavy metal goes in stress condition, nucleolus makes multinucleolus, and formation of multinucleolus is the indication of a protein synthesis. So there that is adaptation in case of the stress situation. So generation of multinucleolus is the synthesis of protein when the stress condition is generated inside the plant. And this is the different plant we have shown the accumulation. Even we found that some medicinal plants were also coming over there. Gilo is commonly known as a medicinal plant, and Chemopodium spinach they were also growing. Chemopodium we use as a vegetables, साग की तरह हम उसे यूज करते हैं. And Giloy is also used as a medicinal plant, but it was also growing on that polluted site. So, in this way, we could report the phytoremediation by weeds. Some natural native weeds in our country is having a potential for the phytoremediation of the pollutants and phytoextraction of the heavy metal. Friends, actually nowadays people talks about the once phytoremediation, then they ask a questions also. Once metal is going inside the plant and metal is there itself, then again once you will dispose the plant, the metal will again join to the soil. So in this way there is a lot of questions I have seen several places. In this direction there is a need of the biotechnology. Once you are known that which metal is going where, or where the majority of metal is being accumulated. So that component of the plant can be segregated, and through the burning process that can be metal can be recovered, and after burning the ash can be used for the composting or any other purpose. So that is no problem, but recovery of the metal you can do management only after knowing its location. So by that way phytoremediation is important, and during phytoremediation the toxic metals where it is being accumulated, that segment can be segregated, and that segregated component of the plant can be further managed. So that is the only solution, and that can be sustainable development. All these steps we could publish very high reputed Journal of Environment and Biotechnology. So it has proved that these findings are very important because these many things were unknown so far. In this uh, uh, process, I also investigated that some wetland plant has also potential for its care or mineralization. Phragmites in country, if you read some paper, biotechnology, microbiology people, if you read wetland plant or phytoremediation for the wastewater treatment, you will get Phragmites, Typha, vetiver. These 2-3 plants are very well reported world over for the wetland treatment phytoremediation. But in our country, actually, Phragmites has 3 species: Phragmites curca, Phragmites communis, and Phragmites australis is not available here actually. It is a European species, but sometimes people have imported Phragmites australis for the experiment or environment management. Phragmites curca is commonly growing in tropical region, but Phragmites communis is growing only in temperate region. But Phragmites communis is much more versatile and it has polymorphic nature. It can directly grow in the effluent itself, and it has rhizome property, so it has also potential. This is the Typha species. This is a cypress species. So these are the wetland plant which has showed very important potential, and this also I have done experiment different aspect for its remediation process, and we could show that these plants also have shown phytoremediation capability in the combination of different pollutants. So these aspect also we could report in different research papers, and in this direction I have published a book also. Recently this book has came from CRC, America, December. And on the distillery effluent itself, distillery effluent bioremediation, distillery effluent property and bioremediation, one book I have already published from CBS, and this book is under circulation in country. And this book is actually recently published from CRC. It has been released in more than 100 countries, but this is a little bit costly book. It is around 8,000. So, but if you will click on Google, you will get it. Contents only, that I think does not open much. So, if I may donate one book to Madam Milan Trivedi for the circulation and in record of library. So, I have also a patent on the process, and the patent is already in the government of India. Yes, the strategy, what can be the strategy, indigenous strategy for the management of such type of a complex wastewater, because I am happy to listen the people who were educating for the development of our own technology. So that is very important as a academician and a student right now to look for the country, our own technology, our own talent for the Swachh Bharat, for the Swasth Bharat. Swachh Bharat or Swasth Bharat does not mean only sweeping the road. सिर्फ झाड़ू लगाना ही स्वच्छ भारत नहीं हुआ. Management of the pollutant, proper management, recycling of the wastewater or the sewage, municipal waste, industrial waste for sustainable development is a part of the Swachh Bharat. Actually, I think students might be knowing that the sewage treatment condition in our country is also not very good. Sewage treatment facility in our country is only 50%. More than 50% sewage wastewater treatment facility is not here in India. If you look the data of state-wise or city-wise, the situation of wastewater, municipal wastewater is horrible. So majority of the cases, sewage wastewater is going without any treatment. Therefore, that is also contributing a pollution of the aquatic resources along with the industrial waste. Uh, industrial waste is actually uh, enhancing the problem from the different sector. And this work I could succeed through the support of Department of Biotechnology, Department of Science Technology, and Ministry of Environment. If you look, actually, I wanted to show this. Actually, this approach is under the process of technology development by using integrated approach of bacteria and plant. This is the actually a pilot plant right now for the demonstration scale. So if I will succeed, this technology will be recommended to Government of India. The distillate effluent which comes in its original form, no bacteria can grow there. So through the monitoring or management of some affordable condition, we reduce the TDS where the bacteria can grow, and after bacterial treatment, if we are integrating with the plant, some wetland plant in the constructed wetland treatment system, then we found that the wastewater can be very good and it can be used for the recycling industry itself, or it can be used for the agricultural practices, or it can be used for the development of a park, recreation park inside the city or around the industry itself. So, and the generated biomass and the sludge can be composted. So, this is and the this water also can be used for aquaculture practices. So, this is the one things which is under demonstration can be a sustainable development technology, indigenous sustainable development technology. 1 or 2 years back, actually, when the government started Clean India and looking the river pollution prevention, Namami Gange program, I had been a member under brainstorming session is organized by Government of India Biotechnology. So this was the issue, and 50 people also discussed several rounds to me regarding the indigenous technology, because a lot of politicians and our expert suggest technology from UK and other foreign country, and but the technology developed in UK and foreign country has own limitation that has been developed in their environmental situation. So it is not true or guarantee that imported technology will work here. One story I can tell you, actually very important industry that is known as Jubilant Organosis. I think that as industry unit is in Gujarat also, they actually manufacture the Vemicol and Fevicol. So there somebody recommended Phragmites australis can do the job if once you put the effluent for its treatment. So they brought the Phragmites australis from UK by paying some good amount, and they tried to acclimatize that plant in our situation. That plant could not survive. Then they called me for this problem, then I could found that plant itself is not able to grow here. That require very control condition and special care. So that strategy failed. Such type of situation also in country, once you are importing any technology, bacteria has own environment, and that requires some special condition for the nutrients that grow. So our situation is different. The bacteria surviving place to place has own environment or ecological condition. If we are able to develop technology by using such microbes and plant for its detoxification or bioremediation, that can be a sustainable or feasible technology here itself. So this is a high time we have to think over the existing problem of the country for the sustainable development of society and the Swachh Bharat and Swasth Bharat. So in this way, actually it is very